So, well, made a few videos now, mostly about the £100 car. And after making those videos, I've had a number of thoughts on, yeah, kind of what I've learned from doing these videos. Not so much the actual car bits or whatever else it is, but actually from a video point of view. Basically, there's a few areas that I think I need to change a bit. One of the reasons why I wanted to do these videos was because I've learned a lot from other people's videos. You know, even with a £100 car, I've watched a lot of other people's videos on YouTube to get ideas about how to, you know, fault find and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, so putting some things back on there, maybe one day, for one person, might be exactly what they're looking for. And I think, you know, it's a real amazing resource. Ooh, that was a bit serious. But it is. It's an amazing thing. And, it, you know, years ago you would have had to pay thousands of pounds or whatever to be trained. Years, you'd have to go to all these different things. Now, if you want to, you can pretty much teach yourself to do more or less anything from the beauty of the internet and most specifically YouTube. Yeah, the videos were supposed to sort of include a little bit of the side of things where if somebody wanted to do something and they were searching YouTube for a solution, maybe one of my videos would pop up and it would help them out. But the problem with that is, to make them useful in that way, they need to be pretty detailed, which means they need to be pretty long. It's not, the footage isn't an issue, and even the editing isn't really an issue, but I don't really want long, tedious videos all the time, because for 99.9% of the other 2 people that may watch the video, they're probably not looking for, you know, a real long, tedious description on how to do this stuff. So I'm torn a little bit, but I think what I'm going to try and do is do it a bit differently. I'm going to cut them down. I'm going to do, obviously I still need to film the footage, and you know, it's not really going to make any time differences to me, but it will, I'm going to try and do it so it's a little bit more after the fact. I'll do something and I'll probably film it, but I won't use the whole real-time narrative of me doing it, yeah, for the video. I'll probably chop little bits out, maybe do sort of summaries at the end, or little time lapses, or, you know, an overview at the end showing the main bits of what I did to get to where I got, if you get what I mean. I don't really want any videos more than about sort of 5 minutes, 10 minutes for long ones. Yeah, it's just what I want to do, so there. So what else have I kind of, I wouldn't say learnt, but taken away from this sort of first 20-ish videos I've done? Well, I was going to get a camera and a microphone before really starting doing them, because I didn't really have the equipment, suitable equipment anyway, to do it. I then just kind of borrowed a GoPro, an oldish one, to see how I got on with it before buying my own, and it's kind of worked out alright. The video quality isn't great, the audio quality on it is awful, even with an external microphone it's not great, but I kind of got by with it, so I probably should buy my own camera now and give that one back, seeing as it's been about 3 months. I also sort of used an old Sony directional micro condenser, or whatever they're called. Yeah, anyway, them. Microphone in it, which has kind of been alright. I've had to boost the audio on all the videos, more or less, and cut down noise, which it just sort of takes up more time, really. So, yeah, I'm really going to get around to buying the proper video camera and the microphone, so I can get these things done just a bit easier, really. You know, it takes time adapting stuff that doesn't quite work properly. Well, it doesn't work properly, but it doesn't quite work the way I want it. I'm pretty sure I'm still going to go for an action cam type thing, because actually, you know, massive field of view is pretty handy for a number of reasons. You don't have to really frame anything up, you just sort of point it roughly in the right direction, which is handy for underneath cars, for example. And yeah, because it's super wide angle, stabilization isn't such a massive issue, yada yada yada. The other thing that's kind of been a realization is, I'd like to do these little intros at the beginning of, well, sort of various different things. And that's kind of bit I like doing from a sort of film making point of view. You know, sticking a video camera pointing at a desk whilst I play with something, or pointing it at my face, is not really that tricky in terms of filmmaking. But, you know, what I like to do, and coming from the sort of stills photography background, is something a little bit more pleasant to look at, which is kind of where the little intros come from. But what I've sort of found out, and this is going to get worse now really, seeing as the weather's turning, not that it was that great, but it's now going to be worse, is that I've got loads of footage of little projects I'm doing, but they kind of get stacked up while I think of something and actually get the footage together for the intro, which isn't really ideal. So I'm going to have to sort of do less of those. I think I'm going to definitely do them, because it's one of the main reasons I want to do the videos, is to get a little bit better at filmmaking and the aesthetic side of it. But yeah, I'm not going to stick to doing one on every video, because just going to mean I'm going to have lots of project footage stacked up. And hold on a minute, what the f is that on my face? No, be right back. Somebody could have told me about that. Anyway, what was I saying? As far as the actual editing side of it goes, it's all looking alright, really. I could do with a bit of a faster computer, or rather I could do with a faster hard drive. Long story, I'm not going to get into that. It would just speed things up a little bit on the editing. Not a great deal. I don't care about the rendering times, going to just leave it. But it is a bit laggy and slow when it comes to actually doing stuff on the timeline. So yeah, that would be good. And I guess what would be really nice would be a video card that could do that. CUDA or whatever the other one is. Anyway, yeah, much higher performance on real-time playback during the edits. I'd quite like the idea of, is because these videos are all about me kind of taking on projects to sort of pick up different wouldn't say skills exactly, but just a bit of knowledge. I like learning new things, and you know, like I said right back at the beginning there, I do a lot of that by learning from resources on the internet, YouTube being a big one. So what I think would be quite a nice little idea would be to do a weekly what I've learned this week, because I'm sure if I dig deep there's probably a few things I learn every week. There must be. Learn something every day, so that would be 7 things every week, right? So, ooh, sorry, ooh, excuse me. Yeah, so I'm probably going to do that, and that probably about brings this to an end. I can't stop playing with that. It's doing my head in. What was that? Oh yeah. God, I'm rambling badly. Ugh. I'm just going to stop it here now. There's going to be less intros. I'll do them when I can. Hopefully I'll get a slightly better quality camera, and audio wise you probably won't notice much difference, but it'll be easier for me because I don't need to do so much tarting up, and shorter, less boring hopefully videos with less information. Now that's the target. And yeah, that's it.